Hey guys, what is up? My name is Harley, and this is another game of Modern Warfare 3. I'm using the PM9 with a suppressor on it and kick. And right here, what I always do is I always run to the B flag, no matter what. If I die, regardless, or if I don't. Regardless, I run to that B flag, because as you see, at the C flag, you have a clear disadvantage because the A flag is closer to their base, and the C flag is to our spawn point. Sorry. The A flag is closer to their spawn point than it is to ours. So what you gotta do is you gotta run just straight directly to B. Have about 2 people run straight directly to B if you can. And you also go to B, so you can cap that faster because you're obviously gonna get C. You really don't need 4 people on C and 2 people on B. Usually what I usually do is I ask somebody or 2 people to come to me with B. So we can easily cap that, and then as long as we keep those flags, we can dominate the rest of the game. And I'm not talking about one of the topics that I'm going to get into, which is spawn trapping today. Spawn trapping is okay. Don't get me wrong, it's alright, but it's just not fun. It's not my playstyle. I don't like to spawn trap personally. I mean, I'll run around in your spawn, but I ain't going to spawn trap you. I ain't going to sit there and head glitch and have somebody on the other side head glitching and have somebody in the middle head glitching. So you have no way to get the hell out of your spawn. I personally think that's stupid. I personally think it's a jackass move. And it's probably the easiest way to get a Moab if you're with all your teammates. You're playing domination and you just spawn trap. And that is another thing that I want to get into. But first, let's get into spawn trap. Spawn trapping is extremely easy, especially on maps like Seatown and Terminal. Terminal and Domination, especially in Domination. In Domination, what you do is you just cap the B and C flag, and you just spawn trap the hell out of them at A. You have the clear and utmost, views of everything. You have a head glitch spot everywhere. You can sit there, you can camp in the plane, and, camp in the cockpit, and you can look a little bit to your right, and you can see where they run out to go try to flank over by C. And you can also see from, if you back up a little bit and go down that little hallway to the left, you can also see where what the heck is it called? The A flag is at as well. But, yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to yawn. I'm really tired. It's almost 3 a.m. I've tried to upload this video like 4 times. Sony Vegas is just being a pain in the ass, so I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. And figure out how to, make my audio a WAV or make the Sony Vegas a WAV file, which I keep trying to do, but it's kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest. I've watched a couple of tutorials on it, but, hey. Yeah, so let's get back into it here. Spawn trapping, like I said, spawn trapping is no fun. I mean, it's the easy way to get a Moab, yeah, and it's the easy way to get a good KD. But personally, I think if you always run around in a squad of 6, your KD doesn't matter. Neither does your win-loss. You're basically just giving yourself a win and a good KD. I think good players come around from people who can stand by themselves. Don't get me wrong, I'm not talking free-for-all stand by themselves. I mean, I'm not that good at free-for-all personally. I mean, I don't really want to spend the time to get good at free-for-all. I mean, to be honest, if I really wanted to be good at free-for-all, I could be good at free-for-all. But I mean, when I do good or I get good gameplays, I'm usually not playing with somebody. And if I am, I play with one person, 1 or 2 people. And the reason for that is not because they're hogging all the kills, is because if I go into a domination match or a TDM match with 6 of my friends, I'm obviously going to win. There's basically 9 times out of 10 you're going to win a match if you keep swapping players in and out. And the reason for that is because you guys can communicate and you could be like, oh, well, there's a guy over, there's a guy running towards B mid, or there's a guy running from right side, far right side to go back to C flag. Stuff like that. And when you usually play with your friends, usually your friends use kill streaks, such as, Pavlos, AC-130s, Osprey gunners. Is it Osprey or Osprey? I think it's Osprey gunners. And, I just personally think that's cheap. I think, like gaming with subscribers. See, I think that is cool. And I would really like to do that once I get more subs. And I think that is awesome, and I think I'm going to be active as hell when I get a lot more subs. I mean, everybody that I talk to now is either already become one of my friends, or they're just chill dudes, and they're awesome. I mean, I comment to everyone that comments back on my video, except for some dude who comment got removed, I think, because he said something mean. I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah. So what you want to do is you just want to try to, do stuff yourself. Don't run around in a full squad all the time. I mean, go ahead every once in a while. I mean, if you really like to run around a full squad of 6 and not lose, period. I mean, I understand. I really don't have a problem with that. But if you come into my lobby, expect me to do good. I'm not trying to be, cocky or mean, but expect me to at least be positive, because I refuse to go negative. And if I start going negative, I'll play smart as hell, and basically, I'm an asshole when I play smart as hell. And, so let's get into my second topic. This would be my opinion, my personal opinion about quite a bit of commentators have been over this several times. Do I think it's easier to get a Moab with your friends or without your friends? Personally, I'm going to say with your friends. Why? You can't get flanked. You can't get, Jewed somehow. Sorry if you're Jewish, I apologize. You can't get screwed over somehow. Like your friends are there to have your back, and they will get your back if you're getting ready to get that Moab. Me, personally, when I have friends, I don't tell them I'm getting really close to my Moab. I just go for it. I get really quiet the whole game, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm going to get this Moab. But, like if you watch pro players, like, I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm going to call somebody out, and I'm going to say Miss Vixen. She always plays with other players, and she says it's apparently, quote for quote, harder to get Moabs that way. But my personal opinion is that it's kind of not. I mean, if you go into a lobby with a bunch of randoms, let's just say you go into a random lobby of Ground War, and, you're in there by yourself with 8 other randoms, and they've got 9 randoms on the team. There's a very, very high, big chance that you're going to die a lot more because your friends are not there. Your friends do help you out, and they will help you out. And that gives you, obviously, the advantage, which, I'm not saying that's bad, and I'm not saying that, but I respect her point of view where she says, your friends do take a lot of kills, and they do get a lot of kills because they are better than most randoms. And I completely and utterly agree with that. But from my personal opinion, the fact of having that advantage is so much bigger than not having the advantage. I'd rather, know when I'm getting flanked, or, know when somebody's sitting in a corner, than my friend being like, hey, Harley, there's a guy coming up behind you, me laying on the ground and turning around. I just think that's kind of cheap and cheesy. But, that's just my personal opinion on the things. And, I saw another video on Whiteboy 7th Street of Black Ops 2 as well, and the game doesn't look that bad. I mean, I'm not too happy about the reg sights on the sniper rifle, like they're bringing back that war sniper rifle kind of sniping, I guess. I'm not really too excited about that, to be honest, but, hey, I really can't stop it, and, I guess I'm just going to have to deal with it. But, I would just like to say to every person that has, above 1,000 people or 1,000 subs, you need to play with your subscribers, man. You need to show them some love, show some support, like, don't just play with your friends. I see a lot of bigger YouTubers doing that, and they barely ever do, just open lobbies. And I mean, if I ever get big, which, I hope I do, and if I ever get big and do all that stuff, I'm not going to ignore you guys. I'm still going to comment back. And if you say, hey, thank you, I'm going to take the time out of my day to, say, or if you say nice video, I'm going to take the time out of my day to say, thank you, man. I appreciate it a lot. Keep up the good support. I do that with everybody. If you've noticed, every person on my page that's commented, I've commented back. I even commented back to the guy who got his comment removed. But anyways, guys, that is just my little rant about that stuff. And, if you would like to message me, and my name is Harley. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.